And speaking of that next battle...
Yeah, I just remembered nothing would have levitate here.
Yeah!
Save.
Yeah!
This is what happens when you plan, and this is, and this is why I don't really buy into the myth of Pokemon being too easy, because when you, plan things accordingly, you can actually, you know, basically horribly sweep. And some people might say, oh, but you're doing the multiplayer. That is somewhat true, but that really...
Hey, I just wanted to show off the multiplayer, because that's different from a lot of people, but yes...
Because no one else has friends to play with, or siblings in our case. Because I don't know if we've ever said that before, but we are brothers.
We're going all in. All...
And, like, you see, we're actually using a, like, legitimate strategy here, because you're a flying type, so you're not going to be hurt by Earthquake. And this is how you meta. Which, because of that, will make that the easiest... Like, because of that will make that the easiest one here, but the hilarious thing is, even in single player, a Nidoking would utterly wreck her. Just, in general, Nidoking is amazing here, because don't Poison and Ground both resist Poison?
I'm pretty sure.
Meaning he has a 4 times resistance. You see, if this was in the newer games and we had abilities, the strategy wouldn't work. This is what happens when you take advantage of game mechanics. I thought Weezing had high special defense.
Physical.
It's physical defense and HP.
Yep. It's not special.
Huh.
I planned ahead. I said it before, that sometimes I feel like instead of being an idiot and kind of joking...
Well, when you know how to play the video game.
Gengar has Will-O-Wisp, so...
Please target the Charizard like a dumb... Oh, damn it, he might actually survive now. Why did that flamethrower do so much? Gengar is supposed to have like 95 special defense. It is
154 base special attack stab. This is a Mega Evolution.
Very true.
This is why I bought, like, all the Burn Heal. Which, if you...
I'm going to Thunder Punch now.
That's so physical.
But this is also a Golbat.
We can risk it.
Between the 2 hits, it's not going to survive. It's a Golbat. We'll both probably do about half. Yeah, Golbat. Not fully evolved. Holy shit.
I told you!
Holy shit. What just happened?
Sheer determination and grit, Carson.
Wait, but the friendship's supposed to affect the Eevee. Now, just because I want to just swap moves around, slightly use less or different amounts of BP, but I don't remember if Poison resists the Ghost, and either attack will kill it.
Percentage! Bye. That's
obviously it had less than like 50 HP.
That's the only reason I saved that.
And obviously it had less than 50 HP then.
Second verse, same as the first.
After this, like, because of how because of how
that's cute.
Due to how valuable Earthquake is after this, I say we should use one of the PP restoring items on Earthquake.
We're not really going to be needing Earthquake in general for a while. We can save it for an emergency. There's only like 2 more Pokemon worth Earthquaking. We don't really need the PP unless it really comes down to it, but we will heal with those Hyper Potions.
The Venusaur can heal it. You heal the Charizard, Venusaur can heal itself. But that's part of the reason I fucking love draining moves like that, is because if you play it right, that thing can become self-sustaining. That's why in some cases, challenge runs that, like, restrict you to only grass types or only certain amounts of types, if you stack an item run on top of that, you in a lot of cases won't need it if you have the right Pokemon.
Now!
Okay, how many because Dragon
Half his team are non-dragons. However, if you stack Calm Mind...
Yeah, what does he start with?
Seadra.
Okay, so...
You likely know that dragons are Pokemon spoken of in legends. They're hard to catch and raise, but their power is superior. They're virtually indestructible. There's no...
Look at this jaunty fuck.
Being clever with them.
When I was younger and was one of those stupid kids that judged Pokemon purely off design, I hated Dragonite because I thought it looked like a dragon from Dragon Tales.
I'm going to... See? Seadra. You can set up Calm Minds while I use...
Seadra's not even a dragon yet!
Basically, I'm going to use this to passively get these 2 moves up, and then I'm going to hit it where it hurts. You can go for a Calm Mind, and sort of...
Okay, time to play this, like, SMT stack of boss until we're roided out.
Come on. While I slowly do this, we're playing the slow game, though in a minute, for reasons, you might want to heal that thing.
Yeah, I was going to have the healing... Oh, wait, I'm going to have the healing be the next turn. The hilarious thing is we bought more Hyper Potions because they're technically better, so I'm going to burn through those before using the Super Potions. Normally I'm a cheap asshole and do that the other way around. That's why we don't get...
Go for a second Calm Mind.
I was gonna set up to +3. That was my plan. Get Calm Mind up.
You might be risking a +2 in 5 minutes for a certain reason.
I've used it twice, so I'm at +2. And now, this is why I don't like these moves. I'm going to use +3.
Unless he brings out the one thing, in which case...
He's going to bring out a Charizard next because I'm an Ice type.
No. He has an Aerodactyl. Oh, there's the Gyarados. Actually, you know what? You can set up on that.
Doesn't that know Outrage? Wait, it might actually target me like a dumb fuck.
Just set up! We got this!
+3.
Ice, baby. Until. Damn it! That's
Fuck, I forgot about that.
That's awkward. It's funny that hit, of all things.
Which is hilarious, because that move is lower accuracy than Hydro Pump, right? Oh, you're going to have to be the one to select the next Pokemon.
You're gonna have to revive, and we're gonna have to...
I guess swap to Nidoking because most of his Pokemon are part flying, making them weak to Thunder Punch.
I almost said to set... You can waste a turn and revive because I do want that...
Yeah, just hit it, it's 4 times effective.
I would rather waste...
Should I know we only have 2 max revives.
You save those max.
We're going to save those for the last fight.
Honestly, his next Pokemon...
His next, like, Charizard and Aerodactyl are both weak to electric.
We've got this, we're fine.
I'm just gonna Thunder Punch then. I'm not going to risk, like, Rock Slide or any stupid shenanigans.
There it is. That's the one issue. But...
I resist that. Now, Bouncy Ball is Bouncy Ball is a special move, so that's gonna destroy it.
Now the Reflect's gone.
He mostly attacks with physical anyway. No, use Bouncy Bubble because it's a special move, and I'm going to Helping Hand. This will really make sure...
Well...
This will really make sure he dies.
We could have set up!
He only has 3 Pokemon left. Also that.
Fine. Under the Helping Hand, I'll be good enough. This worked out.
It was only because of Aerodactyl being weaker. Especially.
There's that Charizard.
I'm going to go into Blastoise now. You can continue to Bouncy Bubble if you want to try and get health back and outlast it.
I hope something that goes in a certain order works out in a way that I want it to, because I'm going to want you to swap into the Ninetales in a minute. Okay, good. Because if the problem...
I can survive another one of those.
Now, if we kill this thing, then you're going to have to hard swap into the Ninetales.
Which we are going to kill it.
I kind of almost said hard swap. You're not going to get asked to swap is the problem, but... Honestly, you could probably just switch anyway, and it might unleash a dragon move while I just...
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be an asshole.
Now let's,
just hope...
It's unfortunately not, you know, at max health, but if the game is dumb, they'll either go for you, or if they outrage... Actually, no, wait, outrage doesn't exist. Oh. Well, it went for you!
That's fine.
That did, like, no damage because Dragon resisted, but that paralyzes it, meaning we will both go first, so I guess use Batty Bad, just so we'll both survive outrage as a...
Wait, you're a fairy dive! Ice murder it!
Shush, boy, I'm working.
Easy! Easy! See? Had that ice beam in the back! Which I honestly expected it to resist the Buzzy Buzz. Well, neutral the Buzzy Buzz. You get my point. Still can't believe my dragons lost.
Yeah.
Dragons!
We had brought up back in Generation 1.
Oh, hi, Oak.
Back in Generation 1, Dragonite was the only dragon type, so because of that, the funny thing is, Dragon as a type did not exist offensively. Okay, that's a funny subversion.
And potential thumbnail.
Make it the crooked one specifically.
Exactly!
And also, you see, the funny thing was that's based off in the data of Red and Blue. There was a fight against Professor Oak. There was a fight against Professor Oak in the game's code, but it was never used. It's fully coded and everything. He even has dialogue after you beat him, meaning it is 100% programmed.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, what did you guys think of the Agatha and Lance fights? Agatha is supposed to be a ghost trainer, but she has a couple of poison types as well. Agatha is pretty easy to beat if you have a psychic or ground type. Nidoking or Nidoqueen are very good at countering her, other than the fact that Will-O-Wisp can burn you, cutting your physical attack in half. Overall, I don't think she's the hardest person to beat because of how common her weaknesses are, but a lot of her Pokemon do hit really hard. As for Lance, he's supposed to be a dragon trainer, but most of his Pokemon are not dragon types. The Dragonite is dragon type, but it's also a flying type, and that means it's quad weak to ice. The rest of his team hits pretty hard, and he has a very rounded set of fast and powerful Pokemon. So overall, he can be pretty difficult to beat, but a lot of his Pokemon have, again, very common weaknesses. And in this remake, if you have a fairy type, Dragonite can't hit you with dragon moves, making his Dragonite easier to beat. Or you can just hit it with ice moves because, like I said, that's a quad weakness. But anyway, I don't think these two are inherently that hard to beat if you know what you're doing, but both of them do have a pretty good set of Pokemon when it comes to power and speed. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. My social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and leave some comments. If you want to keep up with our videos, hit the subscription button and ring the notification bell. And if you follow me on social media, that helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. See you all next time.